I'll point to you.
A name that fits. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, the great Father of all people looked down from heaven and saw a beautiful young maiden and a handsome young brave. These two young people loved each other very much. Father God was pleased when he saw how much love they had for each other. So he sent them a wonderful little wiggly squiggly baby boy. The young parents did not give their little boy a name right then. They wanted to wait until he was old enough to help them to choose just the right name for himself. After a long time, nearly 4 years, they decided that he was big enough to have a real name instead of their just calling him the baby. They told him to think about what he wanted others to call him before he chose his own name. He thought of all the big, brave, strong warriors in their tribe. He wanted more than anything to be big and brave and strong like them. And as nice as his daddy was, his daddy's shooting star. Baby wanted to be little like his mother, too. She hugged him and kissed his head and his cheeks. He also remembered a funny big man nearby who made him laugh, who was called Big Bear, like an animal. Another man was Wise Owl, like a bird that everyone thought was very, very smart. Baby boy couldn't decide. One day, a large yellow bird flew over the little boy while he played in the sand close to the family tent. They called it a teepee. The big yellow bird shone brightly in the sunshine, making him look golden and very important. He looked like a leader of the other yellow birds. Suddenly, the great yellow bird dropped 3 yellow feathers where the little boy was playing. One of the feathers was very, very large and heavy for a feather, and another feather was yellow, but not at all bright. But the third feather was so very small, but very, very yellow. It shimmered in the sunlight, just like as the daddy bird who had dropped it through the sky. At that moment, the Indian boy made up his mind about what his name should become. He would become Big, Strong Yellow Feather. He picked up the largest feather and carried it to his mother to braid into his hair. Laughing Waters told him that that feather didn't seem just right for him, but she did as the baby wanted her to. In the evening, when he saw Daddy coming home with their food, the baby stood up and started running to meet his daddy. But wait! The big, big yellow feather jerked his little head back and hurt his neck. All at once, he knew why Mother, Laughing Water, thought the big, strong yellow feather was not just right for him. Indian Baby quickly told her to take the feather out of his hair, and she did so. Then he looked around and found the tiny yellow feather for his hair instead. Daddy began laughing, and as he lifted the game from his strong back. He laughed loudly, and all the people in the village came running to see what was funny. When Daddy told them the little boy had tried to wear such a big feather, and he had to change the big feather for the one his size, all the people joined in the laughter and shouted with joy, "Look, look, it's Little Yellow Feather." Little Yellow Feather kept his name for all the rest of his life, even when he was big and brave like his daddy, and as wise as the leader of their people.
All right, now who is this story written to, and who are you? And
Okay. Ready? Alice, this is your Gigi Thornburg. That stands for great-grandmother. And I wrote this story for you, and I hope you will like it. Mommy and Daddy can explain all the Indian things after you're a little bit bigger, like little yellow feather. Love you.